Hi, this is David Gornoski, host of A Neighbor's Choice and Things Hidden podcast, as well as some of our other programs like Science and You with our chief science advisor, Dr. Yu, and our seed oil survival series that we continue to have great fun unpacking the truth of nutrition. I wanted to give you a quick little message saying we appreciate all the support that we get from our monthly contributors and our one-time donation supporters. And we'd encourage all of you to go to our website, aneighborschoice.com, click on contribute, and make a monthly pledge today, whether it's $1, $5, 15, 20, 50, whatever you want to do. Doesn't matter. Just be a part of building this new media project that we've developed to empower and inform, to inspire, to kickstart a scientific renaissance, an anthropological breakthrough and reformation in the church. All these things are possible with your support right now. So make that commitment today and help us keep doing the productions that we have. Thank you. Today I'm back for another episode of A Neighbor's Choice. This time I have my friend Lavern Spicer joining me. She's running for U.S. Congress, and she's also, of course, shaking up the discourse on Twitter, now known as X. How you doing, Lavern?
I am great. And thank you, Dave, for inviting me on, and good to see you.
Yeah, it's great to have you back. And, there's a lot of things to talk about, but let's just start off with what your priority is. You're running for Congress. Tell us about your race here. What's going to happen? What's the dynamic? And what's your leading issue? What are you going to go push for?
Well, I'm running again for 24. Nothing much has changed. Well, maybe again, a lot has changed since the last couple of years. You know, things are moving swiftly, like in a different direction. But so far as running, everything is about the same. The district is the same. Nothing has changed much in the district, but a lot has changed in this country.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I saw you talking about some of the things going on. For example, the issue with what's happening in Maui with the Hawaiians, and how we still don't know a full count of how many children are dead. And we don't know a full count of how many people are dead. And it doesn't seem to be a lot of emphasis on their interests in the United States government. They don't care, which is just indicative of basically how they feel about all Americans. They really don't care unless you've got, some kind of financial interest compelling them, right?
Absolutely. First of all, condolences to the people of Maui that lost their families and loved ones, and for the ones that lost their homes and lost everything. It's really a sad situation, and pray us up for those people that are suffering. And that fire was so strange, um, because in some places you saw that all the homes had burned down, but it was like one home standing, and everything else around it is gone.
Yeah.
So it was quite strange. And they were also showing some homes that didn't get destroyed, that had a blue color roof. So that was quite interesting.
Huh.
And I feel that we have so far sent over 100 billion to Ukraine, but Joe Biden mentioned $700 for these people. What can that possibly do for them? So I know I saw that he met with them. I saw that he went to sleep at one of the meetings. He had a great nap. So maybe that gave him time to really think about the situations, and I hope that when he woke up, he came up with some really great ideas about how to help these people.
Yeah.
And also making an appeal, anybody that can, let's help these people because they truly need our help. And special prayers up for those kids that are missing, and for the family members that are missing. Hopefully they will be found.
Yes, I hope so. And I hope that we can figure out how to make sure people have access to water rights instead of saying that water is more sacred. That's what water conservation policy cut off their water while they were trying to put out some of their fires, just cut it off. And it's like, what the? why is water more sacred than human life? Well, but that's the problem with this new one world government religion is they value Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, whatever that is, which really, if you look at the asterisk behind Mother Earth, it just means billions of oligarch $1 billion profits. But they value Mother Earth over human life, and that's a tragedy.
Absolutely. I truly agree with that. It's really sad. I mean, how could you turn off the water when the whole island is
Yeah,
on fire? What moron would come up with that type of idea?
yeah. But that's what we have. We have moronic people who don't seem to care about human life. I saw this new video of that they're talking about. Alex Jones has mentioned the scoop that they're planning to roll back they bring back the COVID lockdowns and the masks. And I don't know if they've been cooking up some kind of new bat soup virus or something in one of these labs they've got in Ukraine or something. Maybe that's what they said. They said, man, we're losing this war. We got to get that Ukraine virus lab product out to the market before we finish being defeated here in this war and get it out by fall so we can get everybody ready for those mass mail-in ballots by the time Trump rolls up. So tell us a little bit about your thoughts. Why are they rolling out this lockdown again? It sounds like that's what they're going to do. Maybe they'll fold if we give them enough resistance, but who's to say?
And I think that is the key. We got to start fighting back. We got to fight back, stand our ground, and not just go for whatever they want to, whatever they come up with for their plan for our life.
Yeah.
We got to fight because they talking about in 2 weeks they are planning to get back on track with wearing those masks again. And I really didn't wear one too much the first time around. My faith is in God. I believe in God. I truly do. I put him first in my life, and I believe that my life is in his hand. So that mask, no, absolutely not. And also, you know, just think of all the businesses that suffered the first time around when they shut them down in our country. And you have, the small businesses are the backbone of this country. The small business owners are the ones that make it happen.
Yeah.
And when you shut them down, then you're basically shutting down the country.
Yeah.
You're shutting down everything. So when they are closed for 3 months, a lot of them can never recover. They can never recover from that, you know?
Yeah.
So we got to fight. We got to fight people and just stop allowing them to do any and everything and make mandates on our life. We got to fight back.
And they're trying to do that with climate change too. They want to have lockdowns for climate change. If the sun's too hot, they're going to say you got to be stuck in your house. I mean, it's pretty wild, the ruthlessness of their agenda. And I hope that we can turn the page on some of the different brain dead zombie like conformity that people have been going along with this stuff for so long. Right now, today they're going to have the GOP primary debate, and then at the same time, Tucker Carlson is going to have this interview release with Donald Trump. Give me your take on this primary situation and the debate, as well as what you expect Trump to say.
Well, I expect Trump to say any and everything that is on his mind, because one thing about him, he is not going to hold back.
Yeah.
He is going to let it rip. Whether they like it or not, that's just him.
Yeah.
That's just his way. He's not trying to kiss anybody behind. He's not trying to say anything to patronize anyone. He's not trying to say what they want him to say, and he's not going to do what they want him to do. He is Trump, and he will be Trump. So that's what I expect out of him.
And what do you think about that? The other guys in the debate, are you Are you keeping
Well,
your eye on any of them, or for interest, or you're not interested?
not really. I'm not
Yeah,
keeping an eye on them.
yeah,
I like Trump. I like Trump. I am truly a Trumper.
yeah,
And if he was in the debate, it would be quite interesting.
yeah,
But for the rest of them, I mean, I like DeSantis. He's the governor of Florida. Pence, no,
yeah,
no.
yeah,
No. I mean, true to each his own, but for me, uh, no. So, but anyway, either way, it would be quite interesting to see. And I think it would have been even more interesting to see Vivek
yeah,
in this
yeah,
debate as
yeah,
well. I know that he declined, and also Suarez, the mayor of the city of Miami, he declined as well.
huh,
So I would have liked to see everybody
yeah,
in this debate.
yeah,
Everybody that's in this race in this debate, but it's not going to happen like that. So
yeah. And then Thursday, we're going to expect to see Trump come to the Fulton County Jail to be processed, arraigned, I guess, for his charges over there in Georgia. Uh, that's going to be a pretty surreal thing. There's mixed reports as to whether he's going to have his mugshot taken or whatever. They got people online betting what his weight's going to be when he comes in. It's pretty disgusting, the disrespect. But what's your whole frame of mind? And how surreal is it to think that someone has gotten to this point where they're facing 700 years in total for all the indictments that they have, and they're the former president.
I find it awfully strange. All of his charges, a lot of his charges, I know that they found those documents at Mar-a-Lago, but we also saw them getting documents out of Biden's home as well,
Yeah,
declassified documents.
yeah,
And so I find it kind of strange that he is in charge for all of this. But look at the things that Hunter Biden is doing. I mean, when is the last time that we have in the history of the United States that it's been reported on TV that they found cocaine at the White House, but they don't know whose cocaine it is?
yeah,
I find that to be rather odd.
yeah,
And also, everything that Biden has
yeah,
done. So we have a whole lot of frivolous charges here, and I find it strange that he's not allowed to talk about things, say things on social media. They're telling him basically what he can and cannot say. But I thought that the First Amendment in this country gave us the freedom of speech.
yeah. Yeah, they're gonna put him, possibly, in a prison that is notorious for being very filthy and disrepair. One prisoner was found dead after being eaten alive by lice and bed bugs. They found him in Fulton County Jail. This is the prison where Trump and his alleged co-conspirators, including Rudy Giuliani and all these other folks, are going to be brought into if they have their way. So it's pretty surreal to watch this, and I think this is a threat to the very foundation of our nation. Don't you think so?
Of course, I agree. And I mean, bed bugs are disgusting.
Yeah,
Bugs, period. And this is sad. It's a sad situation. Prayers up. We just got to keep this country in prayer. We got to bring prayer back because God is the answer. God is the answer to everything. And I'm glad to see on social media that prayer is breaking out throughout the world. People
yeah.
are crying out to God because we truly need his help now more so than ever before.
You mentioned the social media world. Yeah, I saw you recently. You called out Elon Musk because he's promising monetization, but it's not looking. It looks like there's still some rigged policies, both in terms of views. Some people are saying I've got hundreds of thousands of followers, but I only get my posts viewed by a couple thousand, and then you mentioned to him that that he's shortchanging people for their monetization of what they should expect. So you can get into what do you think about Elon Musk and his policy changes?
Well, I think it's a lot of policy issues. The short change. A lot of people. The matter of fact, I was on a space yesterday, and people was talking about the same thing that they was expecting so much money back, and they didn't see it. That they feel like they're being shortchanged. A lot of people are talking about and some all were also speaking about the fact that they had so many followers, but they felt like they were still being shadow banned. That people were not able to see their posts or tweets that they was tweeting. So, and also for some of the spaces, if it's a large number of people on that space, I know me, I'm often getting kicked out of the
Yeah.
space for some reason.
Yeah.
That happens a lot. And even when Elon Musk he was on Twitter, him and Ron DeSantis,
Yeah.
it kept breaking down and kicking everybody out of the space.
I don't know if he's paid
So
his server
yes,
bill on time or what.
right, right. I mean, it was everybody was getting kicked out.
Yeah.
So I think that it's a lot of bugs that need to be fixed, and they got a lot of tweaking to do.
Yeah.
So they got a lot of work to do.
Do you think he means
But
well? Do you think Elon is trustworthy, or you're holding your reservations for him, or what?
well, I'm holding reservations to really see,
Yeah.
really find out what's going on. What is it? What is going on? I know people upset about their funds. They want their money.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
want their money. So
Yeah.
that much I'm pretty sure of.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's people go back and forth as to whether he's to be trusted or not, but I think it certainly seems to be better than it was. But the question is, how much more so? I mean, they have that new CEO of Twitter has continued to say, if you have awful, just because it's lawful to say something, they still might call it awful, and therefore you're not going to have your page viewed for advertisers, which begs the question, how do you determine what is awful? I mean, because awful could be telling people the truth that the virus came out of Wuhan lab or whatever. That was considered awful by Twitter. And so people who said that, were the ones punished, so that Pfizer can get their ad out or whatever they're trying to push.
That's so true. I mean, what's your definition of awful?
Yeah.
Because her definition and our definition may be two different things. So
Right.
how exactly are they going to define this? I know the other day on Facebook, I posted a picture and they put me in Facebook jail for that, you
Oh,
know, for that picture.
wow.
So once again, what is your
Yeah.
definition? And it was just a picture of me and my husband together in a car riding, and I'm in Facebook jail for that. So once again,
But
and
you didn't have your
also
seatbelt on or something?
with Twitter before, with especially with the conservative that had a large number of followers, they were taking our followers sometimes to the tune of 60,000, because I know they removed over 60,000 followers from off of my page.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. But somehow you've been able to fight through the censorship. What do you think? What's been the secret to your ability to communicate to such a large audience on social media, despite the tactics that you've suggested are there?
Well, I think fighting is the key.
Yeah.
When you're fighting, you have to be relentless. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what the situation look like. You have to be determined. And by determined, I mean never giving up. Never, never give up. Never, don't take no for an answer. I always say have the Nike theory and just do it. But life can be hard and difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
But just, like people always tell me, they say, well, Lavern, you get so many hate. You get so much hate. You
Yeah.
get so many like really ugly comments. And they may say, well, I really feel bad for you. I cry for you. Don't cry for me. I'm a warrior. I'm tough, Lon Don. It's going to bounce off. I don't care about what they say. I don't care about their comments. That's
Yeah.
their comments. So like I said, I'm determined. I'm not giving up. Their comments are not gonna stop me at all because, first of all, if what you are saying isn't really truthful, or if it doesn't make any sense, why would all those comments be there in the first place? They would go on to the next person page and go after them,
Yeah,
you
struck a
know?
nerve
So
somewhere,
it's a
didn't it? Yeah,
reason.
yeah,
It's a reason, you know? So
yeah. If you
like
throw
I
a
said,
yeah, what's that saying? If you throw a rock and someone yelps, that means you hit something. You hit somebody. Yeah,
you hit something.
yeah,
The hit dog will
yeah,
holler.
yeah.
The hit dog will holler. Don't give up. Don't be afraid. Keep fighting.
Let's
Keep fighting.
let's go closer to home in Florida. Tell us about your food bank and what you've got going on with that. Tell us about folks that want to be involved with supporting your work and what you guys are doing in your community in South Florida.
Okay, well, 20 plus years ago, I founded my program. It's about the legacy of my mentor, cousin King. After she died, I started the program because I saw people. I'm in like the middle of the city, the heart of the city. So I saw people eating out of the trash can. So we have a large homeless population also. And so we started a program, a food bank to help people. But my program is so much more than a food bank because we do give out food. We feed them Tuesday and Thursdays. We feed the public, but we put the food out front so they can basically pick out what they want. No rotten vegetables at Curly's house. We do not do the
Yeah,
rotten vegetables at all. We
yeah,
give them fresh vegetables. We give them dry, non-perishable food and also meats. We also have a diaper bank. We give out Pampers for babies. We give out clothing for kids. We have a large population of women with small kids, with 5 and 6 kids that are homeless, staying in cars and abandoned homes. So we want these people, and especially our seniors that have worked all of their life that now need our help. We are here to fight and advocate for the elderly population. We, on the other days that we are close to the public, we go to the senior buildings, we spend time with them, we give out food, we give out clothing, we give out personal care items like handbags, lipsticks, eyeshadows, and we make it fun and interesting for them. We let them know that we love them, we thank them for pouring into society, and we want them to know to continue to fight. Do not give up. We got to stay in the fight. We can You come too far as a senior to want to give up now. Fight, because a lot of the seniors we serve get $5 in food stamps. So with the $5 in food stamps, you can't even buy a bag of lemons out of the grocery store. Once again, while we sending 100 billion plus to Ukraine, we got people here that are starving and hungry that have work. I'm not talking about people that never work. I'm talking about people, taxpayers,
mm-hmm.
that have worked and paid their way or raised their kids, and
Mm-hmm.
now they're elderly. We are here for them.
Yeah, the dollar doesn't buy anything anymore, to put it
No.
nicely. So what is the for folks who are not familiar with this, what city are you operating in, and how can people volunteer or get involved?
Okay, I'm in Miami,
Mm-hmm.
Florida. The name of my program is Curly's House. So you can Google Curly's House Food Bank.org. That's Curly's House Food Bank.org. And you will find all that information there. If you would like to make a donation, you can make it from the website, or you can send a check in the mail. The information is on the website, or just Google it. You'll find Curly's House. But we are all about keeping people in the mainstream of society. Sometimes we have people that show up with kids that don't have shoes on their feet. And
Mm-hmm.
I thank God it's always something here for them. Sometimes they show up, they're hungry, they just want something to eat. We'll go
Yeah.
in the back and warm up something. And with the big heart I have, sometimes I'll go and buy some food from them
Yeah.
because, I just hate to see people that are going through a hard and rough time. And also, I talk to them and
Yeah.
encourage them to let them know that, God has not forgotten them and they are not left behind. I also
Yeah.
let them know that we're here and we love them. It doesn't matter, whatever you need, please stop by. We did a nice, beautiful book bag giveaway for back to school with, of course, back to school supplies and food in there also for the
Do you have
kids,
people
little
stop
snacks.
by that met? Have you ever had people stop by that saw you on Twitter or something and they wanted to meet you and stuff like that?
Well, I get the inboxes,
Yeah.
Lavern, I saw you on Twitter. I would like to meet you. Sometimes people stop by, sometimes they call.
Yeah.
Um, and a lot of times people just say thank you for fighting for this country. I have people that inbox me and they say, hey, can you be my spirit animal? Of course, yes.
Yeah.
If that's going to give you strength and that's going to make you feel strong,
Yeah.
then yes, because I want you to be strong. I want you to be aware and I want you to get into the fight.
That's great. Well, I appreciate your time as always. It's great talking to you, and you always have a good fighter spirit and a good positive message. So we always look forward to hearing your thoughts on the
Thank you.
news of the day.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dave, for inviting me on. It's always good to hear from you and to see you.
Thank you. Take care. We'll talk soon.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye bye.